Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are doing the UFC title fights we want to see in 2025. And as you can see here, we're going to help right into the women's bantamweight champion, who is Julia Pineda, or Pena. Who should she fight? I think she should fight Kayla Harrison. That just to me makes complete sense. She doesn't want to fight Kayla. She says Kayla is not proved herself. That just makes fight just makes the most sense to me. It should happen. She's calling out people that are retired to come back and fight. That's not gonna happen. Let's set up the Kayla Harris fight, and let's do that. That should be the fight next for Juliana. And then let's move on to Shevchenko. Now there is a lot of talks that Manuel Fiorot is the next one. I think Dana kind of slipped a little bit at the press conference for 311 that's the fight that is going to be set up. To be fair, that should be the fight that's going to set up. That's going to be a great fight. So hopefully we see that announcement soon. Maybe we'll get on 313, 314. I hope it's on a pay-per-view because that just brings the stack value up. That would be a great fight to watch. That should be the next title fight for the women's flyweight. We move on to the strawweights. So mainly that's already she already has a title fight announced. She's fighting Tatiana Suarez. I think that's gonna be a great fight. Tatiana Suarez is undefeated right now, but Zhang Weili, I don't bet against her. I think she'll easily take that one. Who would I like to see her fight next though if she wins? Maybe the Yang rematch. That could be good. I'm not sure. That's just my opinion. I thought it was a really good fight the first time. She did almost choke her out though, but yeah, I think it was a good fight. Let's move on to the men's title fights. We'll start with the flyweight over here. We've got Pantoja, still the champion. Who do I want to see? I personally want to see him fight Kai Kara France. I think that just makes sense. I don't want to see him fight Amir. Heard that could potentially be the fight, but I hope it's Kai Kara France. That's who I want to see him fight this year. I'm hearing things that they might try and get like another outside champ from another organization. Like I think the Bellator has fallen completely. They crashed. I think it is Bellator, and they have a champ that they might pull in. I don't know if he's a bantamweight though, but yeah, they're looking at potentially outside opponents. But I would like Kai to get a shot against Pantoja. He's the only one I think Pantoja has not beat in the top 10, so I would like to see that. Then we got Merab. Merab just absolutely pulled a masterclass against Umar. That was such a good fight. One of the best fights I've seen, and such an early start in the year. That could be the best title fight for 2025 potentially. We've got a lot to go through this year. Who do we put him at next? It's got to be Peter Yan. Peter Yan has to. He absolutely dominated Davison Figueroa. You've got to reward him. He's been on an absolute tear trying to get back up to the rankings. He's ranked second. You've got to give him the title shot. That just makes the most sense to put Peter Merab. And honestly, that would be an amazing fight to watch. That fight will be hopefully just as entertaining as the Umar fight was. But that is what I'll do with Merab. Then we've got Ilia Topuria. Now this is a weird one because I read an article saying that he doesn't want to fight at featherweight anymore. And he did also call out Islam Makhachev after his fight against Moicano. So it does look like he wants to, but Dana's saying he needs to win a bit more. So the likeliness is probably going to defend his belt at featherweight, but I think he is eyeing to go up. It's something about him struggling to make the weight, but if he stays at this weight and he defends, I do think, he said after his last fight against Max that he'll give Volk the rematch. I do think Volk deserves a rematch, deserves another chance. So I think we'll get Volkanovski in there. But I do think after Volkanovski, it's going to be Diego Lopez. I think Diego Lopez will most likely get the next title shot after that, because he's the next in line, and then maybe Topuria, if he's won those 2 fights, will just insist to go up. And then let's go to the guy who just defended his belt, Islam Makhachev, which Arman pulled out a day before the fight. That was going to be such a great main event, and the UFC has basically said, nope, he's going to go win some fights, he's not in the title running anymore, which puts me at this. We've just got confirmed at 313 Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. That's going to happen. You would think if Charles Oliveira is not going to get the next title fight, the winner of Gaethje versus Dan Hooker should get the next title fight, right? That just makes sense to me. So if it's not Charles, it's got to be one of the two of them, which makes that fight way more entertaining than what it is going to be, because they're going to bang. Those two are going to stand and bang. It's going to be such a good fight to watch. But yeah, that is probably what the UFC are going to do. It's either going to be Charles or the winner of Gaethje versus Hooker should get the next title shot. Yeah, let's move on to welterweight. This is basically confirmed. We know Alao is going to verse Shavkat, but Leon is versing Jack Della Maddalena. I think I've said that right. So they also, if Leon wins, he could have some say to get a rematch, but I'm pretty sure Shavkat gets the title shot. And then after that, we could see Leon or Jack get the following opportunity, because I do think if Bilal loses, he's not getting a rematch. And then Dricus du Plessis. He's fights Sean Strickland at 312. I think Dricus will win that fight. And what makes sense to me is you give Hamza the next title shot. That just makes sense to me, and I think UFC is going to make that happen. I think Dana's already said that's going to happen. Izzy is versing Amvoa. I may have said his name wrong. I think if Izzy wins that fight, you might see Izzy sit back a little bit. Depending on how much he wants to fight this year, he might wait to see that Hamzat and Dricus fight play out and then call for another opportunity. But I think that's probably what Dricus is going to have to go through. I think he gets through Sean, and then he's going to have to go through Hamzat. I think that's a very tough fight for him. Now the big question is, do we see that fight somewhere else, or is it going to be UFC South Africa? I really want UFC South Africa to happen. It's probably the only opportunity that I could get to go watch a UFC pay-per-view. So fingers crossed he beats Strickland. And then the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Pereira, a light heavyweight champion. It's already confirmed. I think this is confirmed for 313. He's versing Magomedov Ankalaev, which if he didn't get the title shot, there'd be a lot of question marks around why he didn't get the title shot. So yeah, that would be good. Jan is also versing Carlos Yolberg, so I'm assuming the winner of that fight will get the next title shot. Yuri is calling for another title shot. I'm going to be honest, a lot of people are saying online they would love to see Yuri Pereira 3. No, I don't want to see that. We all know what's going to happen. Pereira is going to knock him out for the 3rd time. I don't want to see it happen again. Yuri needs to go on like a unbeaten win streak, in my opinion, to get another title shot. I love Yuri, but no, there's other people that deserve chances. So yeah, if Jamal won, it's a different story. But Yuri, sorry man, you're gonna have to go on a bit of a tear. So yeah, I think after Pereira fight, this fight that he has, if he does win, I think the next fight to set up later on the year would be the winner of Jan and Carlos. Then the last one, the heavyweight champion of the world, John Jones. If he does not fight Tom Aspinall, that just does not make any sense, and Tom shouldn't defend the interim heavyweight title again. He's got the same amount of title defenses as John Jones right now. It is the stupidest fucking thing ever. They have to fight. That fight has to be made. And after that, I'm pretty sure Tom's gonna win. then we have to look at the other division. I don't really know who you put in, because it probably Volkov. I suppose you give Volkov a title shot, maybe. Maybe Cyril Gone Jones. That's, no one wants to see that. Is John Jones gonna continue fighting? I don't think he would if he loses. If he wins, it puts a little bit of question mark on what to do, because he's already beat Gone so easily, so you'd give him Volkov, I would assume. Tom Aspinall, I don't know, I think Volkov is the more exciting fight to make. But yeah, a Tom against a Cyril Gone, that could be good. I mean, he's ranked number 2. I would probably do one of those 2 fights, but the big rock to move is John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. That pay-per-view is going to be insane if they can get it done. Anyway, that is going to be my UFC title fights we want to see in 2025. Let me know in the comments down below what title fights you would like to see. Maybe you're thinking further down the line, 2 or 3 fights after a champ retains another 2-3 times. Also, let me know what just random fights would you like to see this year. I'm not going to be doing videos like that on the channel, so let me know. Maybe a Conor McGregor fight. Who do you guys have him versing? I don't think we'll see Conor in the UFC. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below any like fantasy fights you guys have got cooked up in your brains. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.